everyone. Guess what I went to go see today? Yeah, that's right, The Good Dinosaur. Good, you guys read the freaking title. If you guys would have guessed something else, that would have been very dumb. But no. No. Well, yeah, I did go see The Good Dinosaur, which I will say, which I'm going to go do a review right now. But what I will say about that is, I laughed, I cried, and I cringed. But alright, but just so you know, just so everyone knows, there are most likely going to be spoilers in this review. So if you don't want it spoiled for you, go watch it and then come back and watch the review. But I'll give you a few minutes or seconds. Wasn't it awesome? But anyways, this is the newest Disney Pixar movie, and I think this is the newest Pixar movie that I saw with the Pixar actual logo on it. So yeah, but and I'm pretty sure this is going to be the whole theory about the whole Pixar theory about the animals getting smarter and stuff like that, and the whole Pixar theory where like all the Pixar movies are connected somehow. It'd be extremely funny. Which I guess you could say, like, maybe the reason why they're, like, in the future or something, like, the animals start talking and stuff like that is because the dinosaur didn't die out till later on, and they became smarter, like this one. But anyways, let me talk about this movie first. But, this movie, if you haven't seen the trailers, what I got from the trailers right away, especially from, what was his name? He's that one freaking cowboy. He's that one guy. I heard him, and I'm like, fuck. And this movie was freaking awesome. I extremely love it. Here we go. Oh, yeah, Sam Elliott. There you go. If you ever see the commercial, there's Sam Elliott going, "You're not afraid. You're not alive." And, I don't know if that was a good or bad one, but whatever. A good impression, but whatever. Where it's, like, you kind of guess, oh, it's going to be about a dinosaur who's scared and tries to overcome his fear along with his little human sidekick. I'm like, alright. I got it. Turns out, though, it's a Western. Well, kind of. It's kind of like Little House on the Prairie, but dinosaurs. Which was kind of cool. But, also a little bit like The Lion King. But, basically, I'm not gonna go bit by bit, but it opens up with the parents, which this movie is freaking hilarious. It has many hilarious jokes. It opens up with the parents. The mom and dad, apparently they're farmers because they're plowing the fields with their faces and putting seeds in with the thing on their backs and stuff like that. It was really cool. You see they're farming and stuff like that, growing weed and stuff, and then and then the mother's like, hurry, the kids are coming. Which then you see 3 eggs, a small egg, a little bit larger egg, and then a huge egg. First egg comes up, they name it, the first egg hatches, they call her Lippy. And she has the ability to teleport. Okay? The second one is Buck, which is funny because as soon as he comes out, he's like, Rah! He's like hitting the father and hitting things. Grabs the stick and starts hitting crap. I'm like, okay. And you see, like, and you kind of cool because, like, you see, like, the sister's a little bit slender. Buck's, of course, a little bit thicker. You see, like, the bigger jaw and stuff like that. And then, what was his name? Albie? It was Albie, I believe. And then you see the bigger egg, and it starts to hatch. And then, like, literally, like, you're like, oh, you hear the music? Or something like that. And you see the egg starting to hatch. Then the brother comes in with this, like, he's like slamming in the freaking egg. I'm like, oh, freaking gosh. Oh, I was laughing. And then, finally the egg hatched. The little baby dinosaur's too scared to come out. When he does come out, he flips, and then the brother comes in and starts hitting him with the freaking stick. I'm like, what the fuck is with this kid? That brother's a freaking idiot. But yeah, and then it goes on the whole thing As the years go, and then it goes on about there's this little silo where they store all the corn, where they try to keep all the critters and stuff out of, and then this thing, there's the thing called the mark that you get that you can use, or it's supposed to be like something that you can only put on something or something if you've done something great or something selfless and stuff like that. So then the father on this silo, when they're done building it, because like the way I said it before was that it's kind of like the Flintstones if there weren't any people and it was just the animals, and like the animals can talk and stuff like that. And if you don't haven't, I forgot if I did put this, but like this is supposed to be if the comet never hit Earth, if it's all the dinosaurs are still around, assuming the theory of the dinosaur comet is true, which yeah, alternate dimension stuff like that, sure, but so. And not to say that that's not true, because, you know, evolution and all that can still happen. So, basically, they evolve without the meteorite hitting. So, the dinosaurs are a lot smarter, like I said, farming, stuff like that. But they also still have, like, older tools and stuff like that. I would say they have tools and stuff, like, around the cowboy era. Tools in the sense that they use their faces and stuff to do it, but it's still cowboy-ish era. About then, like I said, it's kind of like Little House on the Prairie, but dinosaurs. But on the silo, the dad like puts his paw in like mud and then puts it onto the silo where it leaves like his footprint, but you see like a little mark from inside from his hand, and that's his mark. Well, not just the little thing; that's the whole footprint. Print is. The mother also puts the print, which is kind of cool because you saw the mother. Like the mother's like, "Did you put yours a little bit bigger than mine?" And he's like, "Well, no, it's just the angle." Which it was cool, and then like they say like once you guys go older, you'll be able to put your mark up there once you've done something selfless. Years pass on. This what was it? The brother. No, it was the sister. The brother cleared the corn area after all. Years passed. Cleared out the corn area by himself, and so he was able to put his mark on the silo. The daughter was able to plow the whole thing by herself by her face, and she was able to put her mark on the silo. Albie, the main character, he's scared of this chicken, which first they first show this part like he's going up to the chicken coop to feed them corn. These prehistoric chickens, but like I was thinking like, is it gonna be people in there? Is it gonna be like people like it's a total flip and that people are just the animals? No, it doesn't do that. But that happens with like there's the angry bird there and it chases Albie off, the main character, and the mother's like, like she's like he needs to learn how to become better, and the dad's like, don't worry, give him time, he'll be good. He'll earn his mark. Years go on, he doesn't earn his mark, he's still scared of everything. And then at one point later on down the line when he gets older, the father has an idea after so many times that Albie has run away from all these and this is like Albie's still like he's still young. After all this happens, the father gives Albie a chore to watch the silo and to make sure that when this trap falls and grabs the critter that's been getting into their silo and stealing their corn, to then bash him over the head with this big freaking bat of spikes. Wait. Did I remember correctly? It was... Oh, wait, before that happened, I'm sorry. Before that happened, if I remember correctly... Okay, yeah, this was before that. Before that happened, the father told Albie to come outside real quick. It was at nighttime, and you see, like, this really does, like, put to where there's fear. And also, they live right near this one river, and the father always says, watch out for that river. The river's bad. Or, like, the river's not something you should just mess around with or mess with. So, as these guys are walking along, and also he says, if you ever get lost, follow the river back, because you could always find it because we're upstream of it. So that's always awesome. That's pretty cool. And also that they live next to these big 3 mountains. I'm telling you all this because these are actually main points. But so the father like tries to teach him how to. The father brings him outside and tries to teach him not to be scared, and that if you look beyond being scared, you will find beauty. Which, looking beyond beauty, which like you even see like there's a point where a bug lands on his nose, and it's just not like a regular bug. Like you just see like a bug land on their nose, or like it's all cutesy or whatever, and then the character's like ah, or scared like how you usually do. No, you see the bug, you see a better. I'm like fudge. The fudge. I don't want to see that. So, and then the father's like, blows on it, and you see the bug start to glow, and then that's when he said, you gotta look, if you could face your fears, and look beyond them, you will find true beauty and stuff like that. The next day, he gives him the chore. Beat the crap, find this critter, this trap will fall down, grab him, you beat him over the head with this until he's dead. Okay, me thinking, and they use the word... They use the word kill and die many times in this Disney picture. I don't know how many times in other Disney movies they've said it, but in this one they've said it a lot. But so that all so that's all happening. So Albie the next day he's ready to do this. The trap falls. He goes and just so happens to be the kid, which the kid gets wrapped up in the things, and you know he's a feral little Mowgli kid. He's a feral little Mowgli looking kid, feral and everything. Albie can't bring himself to kill the animal, so kill little human, which they later on name him Spot. I'll bring that one up later in a bit. He lets the animal go. He lets Spot run away. Spot runs away, leaving footprints behind. The dad's like, "What happened? I gave you a job," and the father's upset. So I was like, "But I'm sorry, but I couldn't get it. Come on!" And he starts taking his son along, moving them past their land to go chase after him. And the father's like really pushing him, stuff like that, which they could have done they could have done just a straight up jerk kind of father, like, you need to be tough, you need to be just like, usually, you know, what, and, you know, like, the big tough father and stuff like that. They could have done that. I'm happy they didn't, because, like I said, like, it kind of gets a little bit like that, like, it was, oh, be a man, and stuff like that. It feels kind of a little bit like that at this point, where he's telling him, come on, you need to do this now, you need to do this now, and stuff like that. Keep moving. And like later, as they're going, it starts to rain a bit. They're walking down the river, and like they're like in between the mountains, and like there's the river, and they're like right in between. So there's a big wall, and they're walking across it. And as they're walking across, the father's like pushing him, and Albie's walking, but it falls and hurts himself, and like you can see him try to walk and like limp, and then the father's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. We shouldn't be out here. We shouldn't do this now." And the father tells him to go back. Which also, before I say this next part, again, spoilers. And also, the first time I saw it, like, when the part with the firebugs, when the father said, "Hey, come this way, come on," and he told him to come out, like, into the field where, like, he then, like, lights up the entire field with fireflies and stuff like that. This is an amazingly beautiful movie, just so everyone knows. But like he brought him out. I'm like thinking, is he gonna say, "This is your kingdom"? I'm like the Lion King. I'm like, this. I'm like, that's funny. Everything the light touches is yours, Albie. But as it's going, the father, again, the rain's coming and stuff like that. This is later on back to where I was saying. His father's like, "Okay, go. Come on, we're gonna go back." And as they're heading back, starts raining harder and stuff like that. And then you see. And you see this giant wave of water start coming, like, oh no. And the father's like, "Albie!" And he pushes Albie up on top of the ledge, and Albie's like, "Come on, Dad, come on!" And then then the father just looks up. You kind of slightly see him smile, I guess possibly just to say, like, it's okay. You slightly see him smile, then the giant wave of water just takes him away. And he's like, "No!" Cut to black. And I'm like, holy fudge, it's the Lion King all over again. which it kind of is. But I mean, like, when I first saw Lion King, I first saw him like, why is the dad sleeping? Because this was a long time ago when I first saw The Lion King. Why is the dad sleeping after that? Isn't he alright? Okay, now I'm watching this, I'm like, fuck me! I'm like, no, I liked him! Because again, they could have made him like a jerk dad, but we also got to make him like him. But you saw he was a nice husband. He was nice to his kids. He wanted the best for his kids. And you see in the end, you see what happens to him in the end. So after that, I believe I'm not sure how long after, but they have a little grave for the dad. The mother, everyone's trying to get the crops ready for winter. The mother's having a hard time because she's not used to carrying the full load of all the corn on her back, so she falls and hurts herself. Albie's trying to help pick up the stuff, and the mother says, "You're gonna need to be strong and help out more, Albie," and stuff like that. And Albie says, "I will, Mom." And so he's about to take all the little bit of corn he has to the silo, but when he starts putting stuff in the silo, like the corn cobs start flying at him. He looks inside, little spots in there, little human boy. Albie gets mad, tries to bite at the human. He chases the human and then they both fall into the river. River just sweeps them away. Which again, this movie is freaking beautiful. And a lot of this movie, you get a lot of beautiful shots, like the terrain around and stuff like that, like the beautiful mountains and everything. And my freaking gosh, it looks like a freaking like if they had a helicopter view of this entire place. That's what it looked like. And not to mention, the water in this looks like water. Like, okay, there's cartoon water, there's water, but it looks like well, not even like this water, but like this, well, kind of like this water, just straight up this water. I would say more, the other water looks a lot more cleaner. Well, actually, it's pretty clean, but still, it looks like this water, which it looks, and fudge, they show this water off a lot. And also, like, if the water gets there, like when the giant wave came and took the father away, that water was yellow and filled with dirt and stuff like that. And like, you get a lot of underwater scenes in this and stuff like that. It's freaking beautiful movie. But basically, the dinosaur's way far away from home. He's way downstream, so he starts heading trying to head upstream. Spot follows along. First, he doesn't like him, but Spot starts acting kind of like this is like a boy and his dog story, except it's a dinosaur and his boy. But because the kid acts just like a dog, he howls and everything, he sniffs around and stuff like that. Through this, like, they're kind of making it through a trek. They're heading towards, they're trying to head back. Spot's going around, getting him food. Even like smell stuff, even smell sense stuff like that. Like when a snake, which is pretty cool because they showed the snake still with legs and arms, like they haven't detached yet, which was kind of cool. The snakes with a snake with arms, stuff like that. You see Spot fight him off, and as they're going, also they run into a couple people. One, they run into this one guy, which again, this whole movie's about fear, and you actually get a few versions of what would happen if this or this or this happened. Like, he runs into this triceratops. Well, it's called something else, but it looks almost exactly like a triceratops, except I don't believe it has the horns. It has just the horns around the mane, I think. I don't know. But he meets one of those, which this guy's freaking hilarious because the first scene he's like camouflage, and also his eyes are a little bit crooked, which nothing against anyone who has their eyes a little crooked like that, but just how they portrayed him with that, it was just like, okay, really? And he's afraid of everything, so he has all these animals on his main thing. One to protect him from what? One was to protect him from mosquitoes, Destroyer, which was like a squirrel or a fox. Another one was for another thing, and this one's Dream Smasher. He protects me from having extreme what is it called? Extreme goals, or setting extreme goals or unlikely goals for myself, or high goals for myself. I'm like, wow, that's sad. And then like, and this is Bethany. I forgot what the bird's name. And this is Bethany. Like each one has like, this is Destroyer, the destroyer of this. This is this. She protects me from this. This is this. She protects me from that. This is Bethany. And then it just holds on the freaking bird. I'm like, really? I'm like, this is Bethany. It just holds on the bird. It just waits there on the bird as it moves around. I'm like, wow. And then he's like, your animal protects you. Whoever names it gets to keep him. And they both start going off names and stuff, seeing which one Spot will come to. And finally, Albie says, Spot! And Spot's like, huh? And comes up in, and the Triceratops like, you named him. He liked it. It's yours. He's yours. And then Little Red Bird, because the Little Red Bird apparently is what told this Triceratops that to get Spot. And the bird starts attacking Albie and a Spot, and he's like, no! The Triceratops like, no, come back, Susan! Yeah, the name's changing every time. You're better than this! Which, again, that's the kind of like saying, like, giving too much, that he's basically giving too much into your fear. That's what, like, that's giving too much into your fear and not allowing allowing fear to control it. Like it said, like, Dream Smasher keeps him from having goals and stuff like that to move forward. And stuff like that. He's when fear takes you over. And then you run into these. Then after this, a giant storm comes. Which this entire storm, which like whenever it rains or cracks or thunders, Albie gets scared because of course he remembers the storm that killed his father. And like you can see, like sometimes it goes back to like that memory, and like I'm like, okay, we've seen this already. You see the dad, you see the water coming, and then the water grows teeth. I'm like, holy fudge! But yeah, that happened. They run into these pterodactyls, which actually wait before the pterodactyls happen. You see Spot and Albie getting along together. They're having fun. There's like little montages as they're walking through the forest. Which there's a big-lipped alligator moment. I think this could be considered one. I have no idea. I thought like later on this would come. They find Albie's trying to find food. He finds these plums. I'm guessing it was some kind of fruit in the tree on the ground, and he's eating. He's like, good. Spot's like, looks up, sees the good plums up there, but then looks at these plums, like, all right, and he eats it. Me, being someone who's watched the Discovery Channel and other things, I watched it thinking, okay, I know bees and other animals that eating this rotten fruit on the floor can actually get them drunk and stuff like that. I'm like, I know that. I'm like, okay, they don't get drunk. They get high. They do not get drunk. A dinosaur and a boy got high in a Disney movie. It was funny as fudge, and is going to give me nightmares. Because they start tripping out. They start saying things like Albie starts growing 3 eyes and teeth start changing. The boy, I forget if he grows a second head, but they all just start looking weird. And then at one point, like the whole style changes, and then the dinosaur's head's on the boy's body running, and then the boy's head has the dinosaur's legs coming out of it, and then they're running. And then it cuts to the next day, and they're like, what the fudge happened? I'm like, what the fudge did happen? I thought, like, later on the line, whatever bad thing was going to happen, they were going to use the plums against them. No. Nope, that never gets brought up again. But it was funny. I'm like, holy fudge, the guy who made this was freaking awesome. But, okay, and then as it goes, they run into these pterodactyls after a giant storm comes. They have no idea, but a giant storm comes. They lose their way from the river. So Albie and Spot are walking around, and then these birds come down, these Canadian, well, not birds. I forgot what they're called. I know they're called something else. I'll probably look it up. I'll look it up right now. But these, like, I'm gonna say pterodactyls right now. Pterodactyls come down and they come Italy. They're Canadian. They're effing Canadian. I'm pretty sure they are because they use the word a. Dinosaur birds with teeth. But yeah, so dinosaur birds with teeth. But they come down and they saying, "Oh, we can't. We're part of the storm chasers, man. What the storm provides, and we're coming here looking around for trapped animals." And so of course, I am led with teeth. So from what it sounds like, they evolved from dinosaurs. Screw it up. Screw it later. So what it sounds like, it's the pterodactyls with teeth, but so it sounds like, okay, they're here to help people. They're like protecting or whatever, and also they have yellow eyes. They have yellow where the white is. There should be it's yellow for them, and the red eyes, and like they kind of feel a little twitchy. I'm like, okay, but they're helping people, all right. And like he even goes on saying like, I've been relevated, and he's like I had a revelation. He's like, don't you mean revelation? No, relevation. It means because the storm picked me up and took me high of the sky. I'm no longer scared of anything. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe these guys are like storm chasers, but dinosaurs, and you know they help people along. So they find this tree where they find a cute little animal that Albie helps use his tail to break the wood off so they can get the animal out. They're like, oh yeah, look at this nice creature. We helped him out of that poor predicament. And just freaking gobbles him in, one of the leader of these pterodactyls. And I was like, what the fuck? And Albie's backing away. He sees Spots hiding in the thing. But, so, this is all going on. The birds are like, hey, you have me. Hey, you smell like you have a critter on you. Which the entire time, like, they talk about, like, critters, stuff like that, like, having critters as pets, and, like, critters and stuff like that. Like, is this, like, Pokemon, like, all these different critters? And Albie just so happens to have a very rare critter. Albie's like, no, I don't have a critter. And, or the bird's like, are you sure? And starts giving, like, and, like, they even, like, I believe they start snapping at him a little bit, I forget. But they start, like, surrounding him, he's like, oh, yeah, he's over there. And he points in a different direction. The two other look, and the leader looks at Albie and goes, and he sees, I guess, where Albie looks, and he's like, he's over there! And they run. Spot runs to him. They get on Albie. Spot gets on Albie, and they start running as the birds start chasing him. Like, over this, like, geode kind of flooring. I don't know what it was. And it looked like there was a giant, what the fuck do they call it? A giant Littlefoot. Where are the foot? Long necks. In Land Before Times talk. I forgot what they're called. It looks like there's a long neck in the forest, which it looks like exactly like the Dawn Bluth long necks. Kind of, I'm like, that looks like one. Yeah, I can see it. Is he going to meet another one? And he's like, help, help. He's running. The birds are chasing after him, about to kill him, coming to kill him. And then the thing, what I thought was the back tail and the neck of the the long neck, turns out to be two T-Rexes. I'm like, holy fudge. Which, again, like, they have, they have a house that they live in, the long necks. They have a farm and stuff like that, so, I guess it's just really, like, it is kind of Old Westish, where, like, it's kind of like every man for himself, or at least, or, like, every family for himself. But these two dinosaurs, like, the two T-Rexes look, and I'll be like, oh crap, you're gonna eat me! The two T-Rexes turn and run past Albie, start beating the crap out of the birds. The birds fly away. And right when Albie thinks, oh no, I'm gonna die, the T-Rex is like, no, come on, it's alright, and helps him up, and helps Albie up. They start talking and stuff like that. They start talking, like, the two T-Rexes are kind of nice. And then the father T-Rex comes in, played by, fuck, what was his name? And the thing is, I've heard his voice, I was hearing his voice before, Sam Elliott. Jeebus. Sam Elliott. Freaking awesome, because also both these are brother and sister dinosaurs, which I was thinking, okay, it's kind of like his family, you know, brother and sister, although except a mother, no, basically mother, which they don't really bring it up, but it's the father of the father comes, played by Samuel Elliott, which I'm like, how he has eyes squinted and looking. I'm like, holy fudge, I love this guy. And like he's talking like, he's talking with him and stuff like that, and he's saying, get out of here, kid. We need to go rustle up some. We need to go find our longhorns. I'm like, holy fudge, they're Texan T-Rexes. This is awesome. Because if anyone doesn't know, I freaking love Texas. And they're cowboys. They're cowboy. He said we need to go rustle up. We need to go rustle our longhorns. So they are Texan cowboy motherfucking T-Rexes. Oh yes. But I was like, this is awesome. But the Albie says, my critter here, my friend here, he can sniff him out. He's talking to a Spot, and he's like, you better be telling the truth, boy, or I'll be biting your leg. You better not be pulling my tail. If you do, I'll be biting your leg. I think he said or something like that. And I was like, eh. So they use Spot, and they get all the way to the herd, and it turns out, well, one of the buffalo is dead, or one of the longhorns are dead, and there's a feather there. Like, okay, I don't think it's one of the, I was feeling like, is it one of the flying ones? Like, no, they're leathery. They have leather skin, and I'm like, okay, no, that's not right. All right. So they keep running on, they keep chasing after it, and then they find all the cattle in these long grass fields. Sam Elliott Dinosaur goes, all right, kid, here's what you gotta do. Go out there in the middle of the, well, he says it in cold country Texan talk. He's like, you gotta go out there and make a rooster today, make the poachers, because apparently whatever the feather belongs to will belong to poachers. But on poachers out there, she come at you, and you're gonna stand your ground right there to make sure we go over there. And of course, Albie and everyone else in the audience was like, what the fudge are you talking about? Which the daughter of Sam Elliott T-Rex goes, stand over there and make noise. And like, okay. He's like, okay. And Albie's scared. And like, even when he walks with Spot on his back, he turns around, the T-Rexes are gone. He's like, oh, fudge. He's like, go down there, make noise, and then stay there until the poachers come after. So they're okay. So he gets all the way to the middle, and you see him trying to yell. He's like, and Spot just bites him. Which then, after that happens, you see something starts moving in the grass, and it's freaking Jurassic Park. Because you see they're, I'm like, holy fudge, they're raptors. Then they jump out. They're hillbilly raptors. Okay. And also, they don't look like Jurassic Park raptors, which, if I remember correctly, I believe Jurassic Park did get them wrong. But then they also even came up in Jurassic World saying, a lot of these dinosaurs don't even look like how they should be. We've genetically changed them anyways. Which, good save on your butts. And also, like, yeah, because I remember correctly, raptors have, I believe, the plumage, like the feathers, if I remember correctly. They also, I was also assuming these are raptors because they have the long arms and also the big tail, toenail. And, like, they're like, hey, you boy, what are you doing here? No make us eat you now. We had to eat you then. When that happened, and then right before the raptor's about to eat him, T-Rex's Sam Elliott and his kids come in, start kicking the crap out of him. If I remember, like the giant fight scene, Albie and Spot are trying to get out of the way. At one point, I believe one of the raptors was gonna hurt Sam Elliott, and then Albie comes in, hits some of them with his tail. If I remember correctly, he does fight some of them, and then finally they chase them off. They chase them off, and then they get the herd back. Later on down the night, they all start trading stories about scars, because I remember Albie gets bit too, or scratched, and the Sam Elliott's son goes, oh, that's a good fudge, we're not. He's like, that's a good scar, that's gonna scar up nice. Look at this one. Oh no, it was the daughter. And she's like, yeah, look at this. And she talks about her story about time her tail got stuck in a rock, and she had to gnaw her tail off to get out of there. Which, if I remember correctly, that actually, like, gnawing their tails off or something, I believe are actually things that, like, T-Rexes did if, like, they were ever got stuck or something like that. Because I remember that was during a fight that a T-Rex's tail got bitten off once, and, like, they have, like, the skeleton somewhere in a museum. And then, like, the brother talks about his story about the time he got bit in the leg, and, like, now he can't even still feel his toes, and his toes got set on fire a second. And Sam Elliott talks about how he got all his scars on his face, which apparently he fought 3 crocodiles, which, again, they do talk about a lot of, like, you know, bad thing, like, a lot, not bad thing, they talk about death and stuff like that a lot, which I guess they're trying to, like, say, like, don't be afraid of dying or something, I guess, I don't know, or, like, I'll bring about not being afraid, but, Sam Elliott goes in, yeah, I fought the T-Rex bit on my face, and I thought it was either me or him, and it's not gonna be me, and I bit him in half, and then another one came. I forget if he said he flung him, or I think he flung him off, and then another one came. Then the third, or I think he said no, the other one. I think he bit in half or something. I forgot which one it was. Or he gutted one of them. I believe he bit another one in half. He's like the third, and then I was like, what about the third one? I drowned him in my own blood. I'm like, holy fudge! A family picture from Disney. He's like, this is my best scar all, because he has scars all over his face, and then you see in his mouth there's a crocodile tooth stuck in between his tooth, like kind of like poking out also in between his own teeth. I'm like, ugh! And you see him move it, and Albie goes, oh, I wish I didn't get scared. And Sam Elliott, Dinosaur T-Rex goes, he's like, I wish I wasn't scared like you, or like I wish I didn't get scared. I wish I was like you and I didn't get scared. And Sam Elliott goes, what are you talking about? I was scared. I was scared when a T-Rex bit me on the face. And but I was like, but you fought them, so he's like, just because you're scared doesn't mean you can't fight a crocodile or something like that. And that kind of goes from the thing, although they kind of chop it up a bit in the trailer. It's like basically it shortens it down to if you're not afraid, you aren't alive. Which again, like you have the guy who's afraid of everything, who lets fear control him. You have the guy who quote unquote defeats fear, who doesn't fear anything, and he's just crazy insane. And then you have Sam Elliott's character, who's right in the middle. He does get afraid, but he powers through it. Which again, when it's like saying, if you're not afraid, you're not alive, because fear is something that you need. Fear is something that does like push you through sometimes. And also, he says, fear is what lets you know what you're really made of. Your true grit. Okay, of course we have to bring more cowboy stuff into this. Also, when the cowboys run, or when the T-Rexes run, they kind of gallop. Which I don't know. For all I know, that is how T-Rexes are supposed to run. But one thing that kind of bothered me was like, I think just for it being that they're a cowboy dinosaur T-Rex, Texan T-Rexes, they go yeah as they're running like that. I'm like, you don't need to go yeah. You're not riding horses. But oh well. As he's trying to tell his kids to hurry the fudge up. But so that happens next day. They say that they're gonna help him, take him to a watering hole, which actually they talk about the poor him, but I just effed that up. But well, he said they're gonna take him to the watering hole where they could probably find they're gonna take the buffalo to a watering hole where they could probably find some people that they could talk to see if they can get back to if they know where the three-pointed mountain is, where Albie's family lives, or they live at the base of it. As they're herding cattle, you see Albie. Sam Elliott tells Albie, "Hey, get those buffalo. They're heading on the wrong way. Cattle are heading the wrong way." Albie goes. He tries to do kind of like the T-Rex, like rah. That doesn't work. So he uses his tail and whips the buffaloes back. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool saying, like, you don't have to. That kind of shows, like, you don't have to do everything the same way as someone else. You can do it yourself. And again, like, it's teaching him how to do this, and like, it's just really nice. And then as they're going, he sees the 3 mountains, and he's like, yeah, there. So he's like, thanks guys, and they say, they hope you get home soon. And I forgot to say that he has to get there before winter, of course, before snowfall, which this takes place a couple days. He has to get there before snowfall, because if they don't get the crops out, quick, they're not going to have enough food for winter and die. So Albie's running toward the mountains. It's almost, and while they're going through this entire thing, which there's even this point where, fudge, I am skipping a lot, which I'm sorry, but dang, I'm already 41 minutes. Holy balls, sorry. There's a scene where Albie talks about his parents, talks about his family, and he draws like a circle around them. He draws a circle around them, like holding up these sticks, a circle around him. It's like, family. And without any words, because the kid doesn't talk through any of this, the kid puts up 2 sticks for his mom and dad, and then him in the middle, the little kid, Spot, and then he draws a circle for family. Then he knocks down the dad stick and the mom stick, and then puts sand over them. I'm like, what the fudge? Like, that's just freaking, like, without any words, you got his backstory, you got what happened to him and why he's alone. Which then Albie does the same with his dad's stick, puts dirt over it, and they both howl at the moon, which they both howl up in sadness. Which this entire episode, like, a lot of times when they're happy or excited, they like to howl, like Spot goes, actual howl. And then Albie goes, oh, which why do cartoons that put that howl as AWWWOOO when it's really like an R? It's R. Now ow, that's R. But anyways, so then as this is going, they start howling a bit. And then they hear more howls, and you see a man with a big beard, white beard and everything, out in the distance. I'm thinking, like, is it like a wolf? And then you see him stand up, which, like, just seeing him stand up, like, from all fours to a stand-up, I'm like, holy fudge, that's 1, cool. And 2, I'm like, holy fudge, it's him. Well, of course it's him, but it's like, you just stand up, and you're like, that's kind of like a cool image. I'm like, oh, and, like, Spot's like, looking at him for a second, and then Albie's like, no, Spot, come on, we gotta go home. And, like, he walks off, and Spot's just, like, looking back as they keep going, and the human, like, the human, later on, they don't see him, and as time goes, as it keeps going, storm car's coming, Albie starts to get a little bit of PTSD again, and then you see what you could think is a fin coming out from underneath the clouds, because the clouds are coming up. It's like, and then you see more, and then it starts circling Albie. I'm like, holy fudge, it's flying jaws! Which would be horrifying. But basically, it's the bird guys, they're back. They come, grab Spot, and fly away while another one knocks Albie and hits him, and of course, Albie's trying to fight, because he uses his tail and everything to try to fight, but then the dinosaurs kick Albie and knock him into these vines and just wrap him up. It was similar to how Spot was wrapped up in the beginning in the net, and the birds fly away with him. And you see Spot trying to get away, and I was like, no, he's pulling, and then he pulls a vine, pulls a rock, and knocks him out. Well, you don't know it knocks him out. You hit him, and then you see him, like, his eyes blink a little, and then, like, he hears something like saying. He opens his eyes. He sees his dad there. I'm like, wait, so did his dad live? I was guessing, like, it's probably a dream, or his dad probably actually lived through that giant waterfall or whatnot, but whatever. So, I'm sorry if I talk too much about the movie, but this is a really good movie. But, so that happens so then like the father like helps him out of the binds, and as the father's walking, the father's not saying anything. He just wraps his tail around Albie, and they start walking towards the house. Back, and I was like, no, Dad, we have to go save Spot. Dad, stop! And the dad keeps walking, but then stops as Albie then moves back, and Albie looks down and sees that the dad's not making any marks in the mud. But then Albie looks down and his paws are in the mud, and like it's leaving mush prints. And Albie goes, "You're not here." But Albie first, I remember after this, we have to go save Spot. He's my friend. We have to help him. And Albie's like, and Albie notices that the footprint's like, you're not really here, are you? And the dad looks back, just looks at him. The dad's completely silent. He's like, I have to go save my friend. I have to go save him. I don't care what it costs. Well, I don't know what it costs, but I have to go save him. And there's a line that I skipped over in the beginning. I'd probably say now. The dad looks at him and says, like he says, I have to go save him. This is something I have to do and stuff like that. And the dad looks at him and goes, because this is a line that I believe Albie said that I'm not gonna be anything like you. And the dad says, you're a part of me, or you're a part of me, and more, you are me and more. And the dad says it here, you are me and more. Being proud of his son, like doing this to go save his friend. You see Albie wake up, all epic, breaks the vines, starts running after him. They see the, like near the river, you see Spot inside the tree trunk as the flying birds are there. Albie goes in, fights the flying birds, even as like the flying birds grab him and try to fly him away. As the being leader's trying to eat Spot. Albie flips around, uses his tail to slice through wood, because you have seen him do that multiple times through this movie. The tree falls, slams onto the two birds, knocks them into the river. Albie tries fighting the flying bird. At one point, Spot goes up, bites into the bird, the leader bird's wing, the one who says he's fearless, leaving a hole in it. Albie knocks, the bird tries to fly away, and then Albie grabs a rock and goes, boom, or a tree trunk, boom, boom, hits the bird, flies into the water. I'm like, that bird's dead. he's not alive no more. But then that happens, you see a landslide come off in the distance, and then you see the big water wave come in, and then like the same water that came in and killed Albie's dad. I keep wanting to say Littlefoot. I was like, no, I have to save Spot. He tries to save him. Tries to save, and like you see him like run and jump in front of where the tree trunk is that Spot's in. Water hits. They get sucked in the water, which again, the water, like again, how clear it was earlier, now it looks all dirty. You see things inside the water. It's not all clean. And you see him Albie trying to get to Spot. Finally, as everything goes on, he finally gets to Spot as they go over a waterfall. They lift. Also, you see Albie all bruised up in this movie a lot. I'm like, oh my gosh, you see him hurt. You see bruises on him. And after that, they get onto the river and they're safe. Next day comes, they wake up, the other humans come. And like I kind of like how, like, because the little boy has like a loincloth, which is all just like leaves. And it looks like it's tied up to the wrist, but the rest of it's just like leaves. I'm like thinking, like, is it like he has poo on his butt and he just rolled around and leaves and it just got stuck there? I don't know. I'm like, is that why that's like that? But anyways, and the other humans come, and Spot's like going up to them, sniffing them, stuff like that, and they all like seem nice to him. And it's like he's happy, but then he goes up onto Albie. Then you have that scene where the boy has to let his dog go, or like, go on, get out of here, something like that. You see that happen. Albie pushes him towards his family, and like you see Albie starting getting sad, and the Spot getting sad as they push him off, and then Albie actually pushes Spot with the family, and then draws the circle around him, saying, "This is your family," which also all the family has silver hair, including the two kids that the parents have. They both have silver hair. I'm like, huh. But it was pretty cool. And so like you see them trying to walk away, and as they're walking away, the parents lift up Spot a little bit so that way he walks on his two legs. And like they're walking away, he looks back and gives Albie one last howl as they keep walking. And then like Albie finally gets back to the farm. Albie gets back to the farm, and like through the opening, we see where you first see the dad, like his neck through the trees and stuff like that, all big and helping everything. And then through this last one, we see Albie's head going through the trees, similar to his dad and everything. And it's cool because over there in the field, you see his mom like over trying to pull, I guess, like these weeds or roots out of the ground, out of the crop ground. And he looks up and he's like, and she first thinks it's the father, and then sees it's her son. And he's like, oh, Albie! They run up. They're happy. They're all hugged. Everything. And then finally, Albie puts his mark up there with his family, with everyone else in his family. Which his mark is also, I think, the closest one that looks closest to his father too. And then, if I remember correctly, that's about. And then I believe it zooms out, and I believe that's about it. But yeah, I'm sorry if this was very long. I was trying to do a quick review. But yeah, if you haven't gotten yet, this movie is extremely fun. I really love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful movie. There's also a mini video before that. I'll probably bring it up in a bit, but this was a really, really, really beautiful movie. It was extremely beautiful. There was a lot of points where I did cry. Like, I got a little teary-eyed, especially when the father freaking got killed. Which I'm like, fudge, Disney, why do you gotta keep killing parrots? But, it's very effective, that's probably why. But, I think, like, out of all the things that, someone could probably go through, a parent dying is probably one thing that will probably hit people, like, a lot of older audiences, maybe. As well as possibly younger audiences, like, saying, oh, you want my mother to die, oh, I think he died. But, yeah, like, it was really sad. I think there's not that many Disney movies. I don't know how many other Disney movies there are where a parent doesn't die. Like, I can think maybe Bolt, Treasure Planet. I'm pretty sure there's a few, but that's the only one I can think of right now where a parent does not die. Well, I guess Tangled technically not. But yeah, this was a really good movie. It was really fun. It's like a road trip one, but again, it's like Little House on the Prairie mixed with the Flintstones in reverse, mixed with a Western. Well, it is a Western, Little House on the Prairie. And what was the other thing I was going to bring up? And a boy and a dog's tale. A boy and his dog kind of story, which I really like. This movie is extremely fun. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. This might be one of my favorite Disney movies because I was extremely sad and stuff like that. It was really good. I thought like the ending was gonna be like, oh, Spot then lives with him, and like the Spot puts his mark up there with Albie. No, he gets his own family, goes off with that. This is a nice story. Which I can see like no real sequel needs to be made of this. Well, really, a lot of Disney movies don't. Big Hero 6 freaking does, and we do get that in Kingdom Hearts 3. Thank you. But this is a really good movie. It's a nice story. It's kind of like how spoiler if you guys haven't seen Inside Out. Inside Out was about your sadness, how you have to have sadness, that you always can't be happy. Like this one's about fear, which I really, really, really like. What the heck is the next one going to be about? Anger? Is that all anger? But yeah, this movie was extremely good. I really, really, really highly recommend you go see it. It is extremely good. I freaking love this movie. And then also, that being said, because again, I do love this movie and all of it. It's so freaking awesome. And again, beautiful. The water looks like water. The terrain looks like the freaking terrain, like it was just a freaking picture taken. And also a really cool, like, because how everything looks like you took a picture out of it. Having the green dinosaur look a little bit cartoon, having that dinosaur look more cartoony, kind of makes them stand out from the background, which I really liked. It was really cool. And yeah, and also we got a few trailers. Ratchet and Clank. Oh lord, that looks awesome. I so hope this is going to, like, out of everything I say, like, video game movies look like crap and stuff, or like a lot of video game movies are crap and stuff like that. Okay, maybe not a lot of them will get a lot, although I did like Final Fantasy VII, even if I didn't get most story of it because I hadn't played the game. Final Fantasy Advent Children, I did like that one, but okay. But if anything, this movie looks like it's going to be really good, and it's probably going to be because they can do a lot with Ratchet and Clank, because I think because they're cartoony enough, they can have a cartoonish like thing where it's their own adventure and everything, which they're gonna have the guns and everything too in it, which is kind of cool, and they kind of can have their own adventure, have it cartoony, which are pulling some, I believe, some stuff from the first game, but they can have their own adventure and stuff like that, which this movie looks really good. Angry Birds, got that trailer too. I'm gonna watch it. If it's good, it's good. But yeah, so far all these movies are. This movie was freaking awesome. I can't wait for Ratchet and Clank. I can't wait for Sly Cooper. I think that comes out this year, next year too. But extremely fun movies. Extremely fun movie. Can't wait for Ratchet and Clank and the others. Also, the Ratchet and Clank trailer was pretty long actually, but I did like it. I can't wait for more. I think they got to all the regular places. I'm not sure, but it was still cool. But either way, tell me what you guys thought about the movie in the comments below if you've seen it. Extremely fun movie. I'm sorry if this video is extremely long, but hopefully my rambling, if maybe let you want to go see the movie if you're a little bit on edge about it, or maybe I just gave you something to watch while you kill some time. But either way, thank you very much for watching. If you want to check out more videos that I've done, please click the link in the description below. Please check out all of the videos, and we will see you later. This movie was freaking awesome.